Good morning, fam. Happy day after Christmas. How are you guys doing today? So I'm in here trying to get some work done. And y'all know I'm not done working in my room I don't have my flooring in. I just have the padding, the old padding from where we pulled the carpet up because we're in renovation mode. And our renovations won't start back until probably February, March. But anyway, um, look who I am. So I have Leo. Leo is laying here. Now my son named him Leo. I wanted to call him, I came up with one, it was Levi. And do you know that Levi was Matthew's real name before Matthew found Jesus? That was Matthew's name, Levi. So I was gonna go with that, but my son already chose Leo. So I may still call him Levi every now and then, I think I picked that because Levi was the former, who Matthew was before he found Jesus. And in leaving things behind, the former you to become the new you, I thought that would be fitting. So I hope you guys had a really blessed day on the 25th of December. I hope your Christmas was great. But we get back into what is happening. And the problem I'm having is when the U.S. decided it wanted to enter into all of these agreements with other countries and decide that we're going to send all of these troops, because they're still sending troops overseas to different areas because we're involved in so many different things. So when they decided they wanted to send troops to these areas, it was on the premise of we are just there for backup, we are just there for support, intel, etc. And I always knew that once U.S. soldiers were injured, whether directly or indirectly, we were going to be fully deep into this war. So on yesterday, Christmas Day, y'all, U.S. retaliates in Iraq after 3 U.S. troops were wounded in attack. The U.S. military carried out retaliatory airstrikes on Monday in Iraq after one-way drone attack earlier in that day. And that's by Iran-aligned militants that left one U.S. service member in critical condition and wounded 2 other U.S. soldiers.
Never up, never down, never.
It goes on to state that the back and forth clash was the latest demonstration of how the Israel Hamas war is rippling across the Middle East, creating turmoil that has turned U.S. troops at bases in Iraq and Syria into targets. And I mean, what is to be expected? What is to be expected? Iran-aligned groups in Iraq and Syria oppose Israel's campaign in Gaza and hold the United States partly responsible. At President Joe Biden's direction, the U.S. military carried out airstrikes in Iraq at 1:45 GMT time, likely killing a number of militants and destroying multiple facilities used by the group. So I had to go and get my microphone, y'all. So it says that the U.S. Central Command said that these strikes are intended to hold accountable those elements directly responsible for attacks on coalition forces in Iraq and Syria and degrade their ability to continue their attacks. We will always protect our forces. Well, this could all be avoided if your forces is not there. I'm just saying. So the base has been repeatedly targeted. They're reporting that on another significant drone attack in October on the barracks at the Oupes base on October 26, which penetrated U.S. air defenses but failed to detonate. The Pentagon did not disclose details about the identity of the service members who were critically wounded or offer more details on their injuries sustained in this attack. It also did not offer details on how this drone appeared to penetrate the base's air defenses. Also, the White House National Security Council said Biden was briefed on the attack on Monday and ordered the Pentagon to prepare response options against those responsible. The president places no higher priority than the protection of American personnel serving in harm's way, they said. The United States will act at a time and in a manner of our choosing should these attacks continue. So we are deepening ourselves and digging in on this war and participating, not just there as bystanders, okay? I didn't watch the news yesterday. I refuse. I rarely watch the news, but I wanted to make sure you knew what our soldiers are up to right now, or what they have them up to right now. Also, the U.S. military has already come under attack at least 100 times in Iraq and Syria since this Israel Hamas war began in October, usually with a mix of rockets and one-way attack drones. The U.S. Embassy compound in Baghdad also came under mortar fire earlier in December, the first time it had been attacked in more than a year in a major escalation. The latest unrest came less than a week after Austin returned from a trip to the Middle East focused on containing efforts by Iran-aligned groups to broaden of the Israel-Hamas war. So that includes setting up a U.S.-led maritime coalition to safeguard Red Sea commerce following a series of drone and missile attacks against commercial vessels in the Houthi militants in Yemen. The Pentagon said on Thursday that more than 20 countries have agreed to participate in the new U.S.-led coalition known as Operation Prosperity Guardian. So I want to know what you think about this whole story and the U.S. being so deeply involved in this war with Israel and Hamas. So let me know down in the comments, do you think we should take our soldiers out of there? And also, how do you feel about them still doing what they're doing in Ukraine? Helping, assisting, watching. And we all know how that turns out. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Y'all take care. I love you, but God loves you more. He created only one you. Be the best you that you can be. And when you are, go out and spread God's love. If you are new to the channel, welcome in. If you are returning, welcome back. If you have not subscribed, please go ahead and join our YouTube family, which I call cousins. Hit that notification bell because I do post more than one video a day. I'll probably post 2 or 3 videos today, so make sure you get all of your notifications by clicking that button as well and hitting the like and share. Leave me some comments and I'll talk to you later.
I've been giving